Hear ye. Haters now in session. And you are now rocking with the finest, the most luxurious, the most notorious, the most scrumptious haters you ever seen in your life. And as usual, we're going to say shout out to the motherfucking listeners. You know what I'm saying? If you listening on motherfucking Apple, if you listening on motherfucking YouTube, if you watching on motherfucking YouTube, we fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all niggas to tweet about it, IG about it, Facebook about it, tell your mothers.
Share, like, subscribe, thumbs up,
comment,
give us 5-star ratings. There's too many platforms. I gotta do all this shit. Basically, comment on it, be like, "Goddamn, this is the greatest shit we've ever seen in our goddamn life."
Yeah, facts. But shout out to we got like 2 comments though, and them shits.
Shout out to 2 comments.
Shout out to the 2
Them
comments.
Niggas be for real.
Y'all niggas, yo, they ain't give us the rating yet because it's too low. But y'all niggas that did it, yo, we fuck with y'all.
That's a fact.
Yo, Palm was good.
Check it out. What up? Palm. That's my name. Today, I am the great Dave Gettleman. I'm getting niggas the fuck out of here. You traded. You traded too, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Okay.
I fuck with it.
That's a good
I fuck
energy.
with it. It's Smith. Today I'm gonna be Snyder's Wings is overrated.
Wow.
I don't even believe it, but that's just what I'm gonna say because I'm a hater. You feel me? You know, haters make shit up and we hate on it. So fuck out of here with your Snyder's Wings, yo.
That's a fact.
Facts.
Okay. And my name is Colton, and I forgot my original one, so I'm gonna just be 164th Street next to 154th Lane, next to 154th Boulevard, next to 154th Avenue. Because Queens, you're confusing as fuck. That's all I gotta say. So.
And y'all niggas get online for the bus. Stupid.
Yo, you guys are... No. Hold on. Let me not disrespect you guys. Very approachable, very nice manner-like people that got manners that stand online for the bus.
You stupid, man. I'm on the back, and I'm not... Well, clearly I'm not paid. I got on the back.
I'm getting on the back and I'm paying. No, I'm not. Psych. Fuck that.
I seen niggas do that before, though. Like, you stupid. You on the bus already.
Nah, niggas that do that, I be like, alright, you did too much. Like, those are the niggas that actually get on the back, they be like mad in the clear, and then they walk to the front and stop the line of niggas paying to be like, yeah, nah, hold on, here's my Metro card. The fuck, nigga?
Get your dumb ass on, man.
Now you want to have morals.
Niggas should charge you $4.50.
You disrupt.
Those niggas should actually get tickets, man. Not the niggas that actually get on
dumb
free.
Niggas, man.
Yeah, let's let our very prestigious guests introduce themselves.
Very prestigious.
Alright, yo. It's Orlando. You call me older hater, cause I'm a hater.
I like that.
He thought that was tough.
That was alright.
It
was fine. I might have to hate on it.
But I'm a master hater of niggas with ski mask masturbators.
He redeemed himself.
He's not talking about me. He's not talking about me. He's not talking about me.
That was a good one. I got you. I'm not telling nobody.
Yeah, 1 for 2.
I'm not telling nobody nothing.
That's how you gotta do it. Orlando, you hit that one. That was a Jeremy Lamb game winner, man. That's what that was. Jeremy Lamb game winner just now. I feel you fumbled the ball over in the beginning, and then you hit it.
Hello, everybody. I am Julius, aka Darth Hater, aka Hater Julius, also known as aka Hate and Never Congratulate.
That's a fact.
Facts,
Never.
though.
Fact.
That's what haters do. Because why would we congratulate you?
We
if we can hate
congratulate
them?
him. You can just hate. Hating is basically love for us. So you just gotta hate. When you hate on each other, like niggas know that's like, all right, you see me, nigga.
You see me,
Fuck
yeah.
outta
You
here.
get what I'm saying? Like, why would we be positive about? Why would we be positive about this if we could just hate?
That's a fact.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
So what is the first topic?
We got some like cool creator guys in the building. First,
Creator guys.
tell them what you do. Let's keep it to 2. Orlando.
Oh yeah, you know
we don't want to go through. We don't want to go through your whole list.
Go through a goddamn resume, bro. We're not trying to help you get more jobs.
We don't want
your
your goddamn elevator speech, buddy.
Now let the people know what you do, though. Like what you do.
We gotta keep it at 2. I'm a producer.
Nah, you don't gotta keep it at 2.
Nah, you don't gotta.
I was just hating because you got too many jobs.
You nigga does a lot.
I'm hating on you on job niggas. you niggas that don't make over 50K. Matter of fact, I'm hating on you if you don't make more than me. Honestly.
Damn, nigga hating on me right in my face.
Niggas grills. All right. Go ahead.
I'm a media and audio producer.
Nigga produce media.
Media
man.
I produce media. Nigga, I'm so brolic. I produce media. Nigga, fuck out of here.
I'm a media and audio producer, personal trainer, and actor.
Wait, but do you like try to funnel chicks?
Okay, so when you say personal training, how much personal training are you actually doing?
Is there a rub and tug after?
Are you like one of those niggas that be like, yeah, I see you. Yeah.
Yo, man, I actually got a rule against that. Like, I don't sleep with my clients only if we weren't sleeping with each other before.
So you still sleeping with the clients?
If we were sleeping with each other before,
this nigga just said it in the most roundabout way ever. Nigga said, first of all, I don't sleep with clients unless we've never actually had sex before. Which is why new clients, come on, pull up.
Roll over minutes, nigga.
Only my clients I've been sleeping with, I'll still sleep with. But then,
wait, what?
Is this the opposite?
Listen, it sounds like it makes sense to me.
Come on, go ahead, bro.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Niggas that don't get to sleep with their clients always hating on me. Then I also,
first of all, let's rewind on that a little bit. So first of all, I like that you give rules. So straight off the back, niggas can know, like, oh, should we hate this nigga? Nah, man.
Like, cause we want to make sure that it's safe for the dudes watching to send their ladies to you.
That's a fact.
oh no, that'd be fine.
They'll be fine.
Here's my thing.
Nigga, please say that more convincingly.
All I'm saying is, it's part of the workout.
Cardio, nigga.
Cardio.
This is facts.
It is facts. It is a fact.
That's why I like my bitches fat.
Yo, what? They can work out too.
So,
but you know, fat bitches don't really get skinny besides like 1 out of 10.
Because that one looks like a 1 beside the 10.
What is going on?
I don't know what's happening. All right, let's go. All right, so Orlando, acting. So what's up with the acting shit? Let's go.
Yeah,
what do you mean? Like, are you more comedy, more drama?
He is Shamar Moore ass.
Shamar Moore is a Tyler Perry ass. Hold on. This is his scene. He's mad serious, and then he start crying, and he got to rip his shirt off. So that's the Orlando scene. Like Orlando's one of those niggas that his like agent come up to him and be like, "Yo, I got you a scene." He's like, "All right, cool." Like serious, right? He's like, "Yeah, but you gotta like not have your shirt on the whole time."
And the whole time he flexing his bicep.
Wait, did you say Shamar Moore and Tyler Perry with the
Yeah, you gotta do it with the brainwave. Orlando, you are that ass Tyler Perry villain, nigga. Like you a Tyler Perry villain.
See the nigga that come in like he come into the dark skinned nigga wife like, yo, you know you ain't gotta do this. You ain't gotta deal with this. Like the Lord said, thou shalt cometh home without ready.
Nah, but yeah, like with the acting stuff, bro.
Yeah, man, I kind of stumbled into it like by accident. I ran into a director who asked me if I acted, and I was about to say I never did, and Julius was right there. He was like, yeah, he can act.
Fuck it.
So I took a role. He had some he was doing auditions for a new show he was doing, and I never acted before. I never had an acting coach. Never did an acting class. But I took a role away from an actor.
Hey, let's get it.
Fuck these niggas putting in work.
Fuck out of here.
We coming in with that.
Niggas be going to school and shit. Fuck out of here. Just y'all naturally talented, nigga.
Or rip.
Nigga, I've been acting like I was rich since forever, nigga. Some people believe it, so clearly I'm doing good.
So yeah, we're gonna go to this is one of the most famous people. Hold on. Let me do this intro. This guy's a meme.
We gotta put Trump behind this.
We got to. This guy's a meme. This guy
multiple memes. He's not one
multimedia wizard.
That means a lot.
Multimedia wizard. He does a lot. He hosts. He acts.
Yeah, we're gonna do your resume for him, asshole.
He does photography. He does videography.
How do you know
he
all these
directs.
He acts too.
He's a fucking comedian.
He's a comedian. This guy basically took $250 to Texas for 7 days and came home with $76.97. I think $30. I wild out. $30. Came home with $30, but nigga, I was come home with negative.
A budgeting wizard.
A budgeting wizard. So like basically, just. I already introduced you. Talk about yourself.
I'm already here. What the fuck am I? Chopped liver?
Yeah.
No.
What the fuck just happened?
I'm sorry, Orlando. You're also famous, but you're just not meme yet. You're not a meme
Y'all not gonna tug me like y'all tug me right now.
Is Julius not a meme? Is Julius not a meme? Sorry, we gotta hate on Orlando. One of y'all had to get the extra hate. One of y'all had to get the extra love. So Julius, introduce yourself after I already. Nigga asked me why I know all the things that he does. Like I haven't known him in years.
I don't even name all of
Nigga
those.
just said your name at this point.
Hi, I'm Julius, but he said, AKA Darth Hater.
But yeah.
Jew is the father, nigga. You got kids, nigga. You do got a kid's face.
Only in America. Only in America. Like Don King. Like Don King said, only in America. Is this camera on me?
Yo. Why would I hog tie? Oh my God.
Why will that forever? Like, I don't care what happens in life. That shit will never not be hilarious.
Why was that his real answer?
When he goes to jail, though, he has the face that, like, as soon as he goes, like, walking through the cell, hey, Mr. Kelly. I don't know how to hog tie.
First of all, niggas in jail got internet now for real. Them niggas be on Instagram Live. Them niggas be on Facebook.
Is this jail? Is this jail camera
on me? Is this jail camera on me?
Yo, you know what's crazy is that we be getting them videos back out of jail.
Yo.
I just need somebody when R. Kelly goes to jail.
Hold on. Did you see the video with the niggas on IG Live?
Yes.
And so the chick goes, "Oh my God, what y'all doing? Y'all going to jail?"
we are in jail. Yo, that's a crazy video. Yo, her comment was, "Y'all niggas going to jail." He was like, "Bitch, we are in jail."
Oh my God.
Yo, it's amazing. Like I can't wait till R. Kelly. Yes, I can't wait till R. Kelly go to jail, right? And then somebody trying to bust his ass, and he get up and he's like, "I gave you 30 years of my career, and this is how you repay me." Yo, he's gonna be one of them niggas to the death, bro.
He's like, "Yo, Bobby, you know what time it is?" Y'all killing me.
This is killing me, man.
Yo, man, son.
Robert. Yo,
go to jail, man.
All right, let's be serious.
A helicopter.
Okay, so I flew in on a helicopter. All right,
what a puppy.
All right. So what is one of the serious topics?
Nah. Yo, you can hate on R. Kelly as much as you want.
Yeah.
Single-handedly, he's given us the most comedic content.
Yeah.
Within like the last, I want to say,
Since 2000 has started.
Yeah, he gave y'all 30 years of his life. He told y'all. He gave y'all 30 years.
I haven't seen an R. Kelly interview that doesn't just have classic comedic moments that should not be that
should not be funny.
But Jesus Christ.
Yo,
So
and then
said,
the shit that came
when
out
you
of it.
talking teenage,
How old are we talking?
Why would I send her to get a shoe from her uncle?
Yo, to get a shoe from her uncle.
why would I put the girls in the dungeon next to the remote to the 64-inch TiVo to go get a shoe from her uncle on Riverdale Road and 116th Street
Yo,
at
son.
10 o'clock in the morning?
Yo, this nigga really was wild.
Right,
They was
right,
like, why
hold
they
on. Speaking of black creators,
Oh yeah. Segue.
Oh
shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
as
Really back to fucking.
Woo! As people that have been creating for a little bit and many different types of ways. What are some of the issues that y'all run into?
Yeah, you can take this first since you've been doing it a little longer.
You know what? One of the issues that I run into was a self issue, was insecurity. Yeah, I was a little bit insecure because I believed that people, because you didn't get like the views, because you know you're these certain type of people who follow you don't like retweet your shit and repost it stuff. I thought like, damn, like I'm doing bad, like I'm creating bad content, but that was an insecurity with me. I wasn't checking myself. I didn't tell myself at that time, yo, Julius, you're dope. Just keep creating. Don't worry about the views.
That's a fact.
It doesn't matter who's watching. It
Right.
just matters about the impact you have.
Yeah.
And people take time out of their day to watch or listen to what you got. Oh, even if it's like one person you don't know, that's still like that's pretty much a lot.
And it's usually them that does it more than the people you do know.
Exactly. So it was. Yeah, I ran into like a lot of insecurity. So
Yeah, that's all right. What about you, Orlando?
I'm new to creating stuff, but I've already seen like the startup. I feel like that's always a struggle, because one, like you said, getting people that really fuck with you, as in like your close friends, to ask them to like support, but doing like the most minor thing to support and not getting it. But then there's the strangers that's like, oh yeah, I really fuck with it. And it's just like, you know, you would always want that support from people close to you.
Of course.
But then also as far as a startup, getting people on board with whatever content you have. Like say for instance, if you need like to like, let's say do interviews, or you need someone else to come in to make the content work, just explaining to them in a like, you know, saying like, oh, you know, can you come on and like, this is my idea, this is my project, and you could have the dopest fucking original idea, and now it's become a method of followers.
No, yeah, I understand.
And if you don't have, I mean, I remember when 10K was a lot back then. Now that shit is like nothing. Like you got to hit 1 million views, period, for your shit to actually be popping. Yeah, if you don't have the followers, no matter how dope, even if they tell you like, yo, that idea is fire, and this has actually happened to me already. People have told me like, yo, that's a fire fucking idea. It's original. That's just dope. Like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm putting it together. I just want to ask you, like, you know this person. You don't even have to do nothing. Can you just like reach out to them so I can get in contact with them if you feel like the idea is dope? And it's just like crickets.
Yeah.
So it's like just to get people to be on board, even if they actually think your shit is dope. If you don't get the followers, or like you're not popular out there like that, it's a dub. So I feel like that's a big struggle.
Yeah, both of y'all make good points though, because that shit is very, very true. Like the insecurity, and like even that, like I think it both ties into each other.
Yeah,
you don't get the
same thing.
because when you don't get the support that you expect from people that's close to you, you start to question yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that brings on a whole different level of self-reflection, because now you have to say, what am I doing this for? You get what I'm saying? Is it for my close friends anyway? You feel me? You got to get to that point. Like, is it really for them? Like, what am I really doing this shit for?
I would even say, like, even though the close friends don't support you, this is kind of contradicting, but even though the close friends don't support you, when you run into somebody random and they go, yo, I peeped the shit that you did.
Yeah.
I actually like that shit. I can't wait to see more. You like, that shit makes
It's a different feeling,
That's
bro.
what make
Like,
you want to keep
That's
going.
what, like,
That's what make you keep going.
probably talk about that, because I've had this insecurities about probably like the closer friends and like people in my direct circle that, like you said, have told me like, oh, that's dope. Oh, I watch this shit. That shit's hilarious. Oh, I've done this. That shit is mad good. And then I feel like when it comes down to actually dropping the content, I'm not getting the numbers back that I want to get. But it's like you figure out that with time, like as you said, like random people will come up to you like, yo, what you're doing is dope. What you're doing is lit. Like keep doing it, whatever. And I feel like the hardest part about the creating part is like just the process of keep creating things and keep wanting to expand and keep wanting to do it, but at the same time probably not having all the resources to actually do it. So you have to like maybe cut corners in some type of ways, but you're not cutting too many corners. Like especially because I know us as creatives, like we don't really have sponsors and shit. Yeah. So we don't have that extra bread to be like, I want this done Grammy Oscar style. Like you get what I'm saying? Like but we got to get it done to the highest level right under that. And sometimes with like, especially I'll speak for myself with me, like I'm literally one of those people that like I'll like my content but be like, fuck man, if I had the bread to do this, like it would be so much better. And like I killed myself with that.
Me too.
But like it's mad hard, man. Like I feel like I'm gonna ask this question to you guys, and of course to you guys too. Whether you wanted to answer the question that was you were talking about, but ask the question to you guys: what do you guys do to get past that feeling? Because I do specific things. I'll answer probably last, but what do you like get past that feeling of like
the financial burden?
Not only the financial burden, but just feeling like you can do something a lot better if you were in another position. But not saying being ungrateful, but like basically the financial burden, but like just being like, I could do this if I had that.
I just do it. I don't give a fuck. I literally just do it. For my joke of the day, I didn't really have the studio that I wanted, but somebody gave it to me. So I was like, okay, fine. Then when I got home, the videos were messed up a little. So I said, you know what? My shit is messed up, but fuck it. It's gonna get better. Let's see what I can do with it. That's why I like a lot. Well, if people notice, like on like the sides of the joke of the day video, you see like stuff sparkling and stuff. That's because the lighting was kind of weird, but it
works.
Yeah, I had to do it.
You had to finesse it.
Yeah, I had to find a way to do it. So I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, and I'm gonna do it.
It's hilarious because dad jokes are hilarious.
And you know what? Sometimes what we see, the wrong and the negative in what we see overshadows the good in what we see. So we're our biggest haters.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's why we the haters ball club.
I had to stop being a hater towards myself.
Nah, sometimes you gotta hate yourself, man. And I'll interject into that because like there's times where as creators, and I'm pretty sure you guys will agree with me, where you do something and you hear it or you watch it and you're like, this is it. You hear it, you watch it, you're like, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is it. And then you let other people hear it and watch it and they're like, eh. And you just like, wait a minute.
That was it. Oh, this tweet goes
maybe
low.
This is not it. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I feel like sometimes you can't keep that hater like right behind your back. Like, yeah, nigga, nah, that shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta definitely have the nigga like far away enough to be like, that shit is trash.
Everybody needs a hater. Everybody needs a hater.
That nigga might be right. Like,
not on the side of you, but in the corner.
Yeah. In the corner, mad ball. Like, he just in the corner.
You need a hater in the corner.
You know, and the one nigga you just hear whisper, y'all like that?
Yo, but no funny shit. Like I get that fuck it from that voice. Like that voice. Like I would hear like, yeah, nigga, nah, you can't do that. And some even if it's me telling me I can't do something, it's like, nah, we got to figure it out now. Mm-hmm. How the fuck are we gonna do it? Exactly. And I just plan and figure it out and figure out a way. Because it's like if I want to do it, then I have to do it, or else
that's a fact.
I'm not going to be able to sleep at night, literally. Like,
but it's funny, that fucking voice is also the voice that decks that other nigga that's like, that shit is whack. Like, it's the nigga that's like, yo, y'all, that shit is whack. And they're like, yo, fuck that nigga. That shit is hot. And that's the other voice. So you just always got to have, like, the multiple voices, the balance. It just got to be the balance. Because if you always got that nigga that's saying this shit is whack, like, you'll never put it out. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have also the confidence enough to have people to be like, actually, that shit is good. Like, you can't expand on this, and it's always balanced. It's just always a balance.
And sometimes you gotta grow in front of people too. Go ahead.
That voice in my head, the only thing he says is like, "You ain't gonna die."
Nah, that's a fire voice. That's a fire voice.
He really has no opinion. He just be like, "You're not gonna die."
That's a good ass voice.
That's a fact.
That's funny because I thought I was the only one that had that humbling voice in the back, but mine is definitely the SpongeBob fish.
Yeah.
Oh, brother! Oh God! Oh, brother! This guy stinks. I be looking at this shit I'm making. I'm like, this probably ain't it. And that nigga just be screaming in the back. Yo,
everyone has like that voice. I have like multiple voices though. Like I definitely have the one voice that's like that shit is whack, and then I definitely have a nigga that's next to that shit is whack. The nigga that whispers like y'all like that? Y'all really like that shit?
Nah, I
got a group of niggas that's like we gonna fuck them niggas up. Son. Your shit's not.
I got the remember the freestyle when PD was freestyle and Beanie was in his. I got that nigga. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, let's go. People behind me like, ooh, you wild. Yeah.
That's bad for you that we got a humbling voice in the cheer. My cheer's own voice is people's grandmother when you up there singing.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, baby. Baby, we love you. No. Everybody be quiet. Let them sing. Take your time, baby. Take your time.
That's my cheer on.
My cheer on shit though is like Dot Mob behind like Rex.
Dot Mob behind Rex. Battle rap.
Like them behind Mook against Sirius Jones. Yeah. Like what? That was them niggas just give me hype. Shit is going good. All I see is Dot. Dot. I was like,
Mine's might be MOP, nigga. Like just MOP yelling, nigga.
Yeah. Niggas ain't even saying audible.
Like, get that ass, niggas. Brownsville, Brooklyn, nigga. Let's get it. We here. That's a fact. Fuck it, man.
I forgot the question.
No, the question was how do you get through? Like, we basically answered the question.
Oh, the financial burden.
Yeah, just the burden.
I'm not gonna hold you. Shit, y'all gonna hate me for this? I ain't got them broke.
Nigga did flex on us earlier with the 50K, so he's like, "You're making less than me. I don't know what to say to y'all."
I put out, I can afford.
Let's get it.
But I will say this: as a creative, we're coming from a place of imagination.
Yeah.
There is a market for that gritty look.
Yeah.
So if you can't afford it, you already
still
know
do it.
You gotta use your imagination.
That's a fact.
Be creative. And make it work for you.
Exactly.
That's the point of being a creative. There should be no reason you can't put out your stuff because you should be able to take whatever idea or content you have and money should be a problem.
Yeah.
It's creative.
No, real shit. Like my best ideas came when I had like nothing in my pocket. Like,
that's a fact.
Spread Love grew from an idea. I had 10 cash in my pocket and I was like, I'm gonna feed people with it. I was like, I'm gonna go feed people with it. Then I asked, I'm like, yo, anybody wanna come? Because I'm gonna do this regardless.
Let's keep flexing, guys. The Colton Show idea. Julius is here. Amazing. Let's get it. Basically, one day I was on the internet and I was like, niggas is mad funny on the internet for free. I should do this. End up getting paid somehow. So I came to Julius with the idea about the Colton Show. I was like, Julius, you got a camera? We finna go on the streets and fuck with people. And started going on the streets and started asking people questions. And I realized with the trivia shit, people can't answer questions properly. A lot of people on the spot fuck up and freeze even with the simplest questions. Mm-hmm. So I was like, let's do this. And then while we do it the whole time, and I don't care, Julius, I'm taking credit for Hello White People. Like I basically I kept telling him, it's the Colton Show, but we could change the name. I want you to behind the camera. And he was like, no, I don't like being behind cameras. Oh, I'm not funny. I was like, shut the fuck up. And you better get behind the cameras at some point. I used to dead ass be like, yo, you better fucking get behind the camera at some point, you funny motherfucker. And then he did. And it was fucking lit. And all I'm saying is that niggas got the best content ever.
Yo, I remember the day,
broke niggas.
the day we went to Brooklyn.
Downtown Brooklyn.
That shit was like, oh man, I was very, very happy when you did the shit with the guy that said, fuck, what was the weird guy name?
The cowboy guy?
Yeah, the cowboy guy.
The Grenadian cowboy or some shit?
He was,
that nigga was wildin'. Yo, that's actually the first episode of the Colton Show ever. I don't know how long ago that came out, but shit is crazy, Julius.
Which is on YouTube.
Also, hit yourself off.
Hello, white people. Video podcast.
Hello, white people. That shit is amazing. Actually, if you watch the video game console episode, we have the preview. Okay. He asked the white people if they feel bad for slavery. All of them was like, personally? No, not really, but
I feel bad it happened.
I feel
overall.
bad that it happened, but it wasn't me. So, like white people, it was amazing to just show how white people are. And everyone said personally. It was kind of crazy how much they said personally because it was really like, oh, I see y'all white guilt. That shit is crazy.
Can I ask y'all a question?
What's up?
So, like, with the Haters Ball show, right? What type of things do y'all go through as creators creating it?
Oh, first of all, Sean King.
Fuck Sean King.
Fuck Sean King.
Somehow the man got our video. Take off World
Man's
Star.
got our video take off World Star.
Are you dead ass?
Oh! That's allegedly. But we're fucking conspiracy geniuses. So we figured out that it was him who got his peoples to spam us
They
enough.
gentrified Paul Wall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But wait, what?
Holy shit.
Why? Maybe I'm missing something. What did y'all do to him personally?
All right, so the episode clip got put on World Star, and the World Star clip
remember.
got like hundreds of thousands of views, which led them back to the full video. So in the full video, I introduced the video like "fuck Sean King."
Yeah, we was talking mad shit about him. Like basically.
So
As
off
usual.
rip, we got like a mass amount of like Sean King, like people that support him or whatever, but they was like not real people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was like almost like the Russian bots that
Yeah,
was just
and
under
then-
the shit, like saying mad crazy
And
shit.
then after a while, the video got taken down.
It got taken down.
Right after that. Like the timing was crazy.
Yeah,
That shit is-
and then I kind of put two and two together because when I was going through the comments, remember when I was sending y'all the comments, there was a lot of comments like, "Are you serious about Sean King? He's such a good person." And I was just like, burn their account much, nigga.
But nah, the real shit though was like just figuring out how to do this shit the right way.
That's a fact.
Like
That's a
no
fact.
funny shit. Like figuring out like it was just it's been a process. Like now it looks easy where we could just set up, shoot, and edit and
Not easy.
going. But it wasn't at first because like at first we were shooting at like 4K.
That's a fact.
But none of the systems that I had could edit 4K. And then it took forever to edit, and then we had sound problems. When
Terrible
you know how to
audio.
fucking
First we had the
sound.
mics and they kind of worked, but it was giving feedback to each other.
Yeah, and it was too loud.
Then we
They played me on
was
the
like,
World Star.
then we was
but
like, no
I was
mics.
on the World Star like, shut the fuck up.
It's all good. Thanks, guys. But burner account. Shout burner account. Fuck it. We out here, nigga. We got soldiers too. You feel me? But
shooters too.
yeah, we had the sound problems, and then like basically we was like, fuck it, nigga. We don't need mics.
Yeah.
And then we got really flamed because niggas like, the fuck is y'all talking about? And niggas was whispering. Then we figured out like the audio issue, and then everyone has just been talking about how we just been proved a lie. Oh, here's another issue that I have that I'm gonna speak directly to you motherfuckers. I love the Joe Budden podcast, but the next one of you bitch ass niggas that say we a fake ass Joe Budden podcast, I'm gonna fucking fight y'all. Just because we have fucking flags up, do not fight. Them niggas don't have Pan-African flags. This is a Pan-African flag and Bob Marley shit. They have art up.
And
Why is that the same shit?
And do you hear their conversations about
We
like,
don't
black
talk
people
about
shit?
the same things. We literally don't talk. And their podcast is amazing.
Fire.
And if niggas was to compare us in a good way, I would love it. But if they're like, yo, bootleg, yo, suck my dick, nigga. The fuck? Like,
On the set.
that's really like my real issue.
And that's the funny
with
part.
doing
It's like
this show.
y'all trying to be like Joe Budden podcast, nigga. This is my house.
This nigga lives here. Niggas hang out here besides when we do this show.
This is not a couch in the studio.
These niggas are pissing me off, man. That's the one shit that was a very big issue for me. I used to keep it very quiet, so I would see people say it and be like, let me not say nothing. There was a few times I reacted, like, yo, suck my dick, fuck out of here. But like, that was one of my biggest issues because it's just like niggas hear podcasts or see a visual podcast and they're just like, oh, y'all niggas are just trying to be like other people. That shit crazy. No, nigga, we are ourselves. We're doing a show
I don't
about
really look at
ourselves.
shit like that because y'all know my body.
Go to
My mom's work for Verizon. Like I could reverse IP search, all that. I do all that. So like finding out where some of y'all comment from is not hard. So I just be like, fuck it, I ain't gonna look.
Look, man, he don't even gotta. I know how to do that shit by myself. So
no, that's what I'm saying. I know how to do that. Like I know how to do all of that. So it's like I can do it and come find you and show you that I'm nothing like Joe, Maul, or Rory. I can show you.
Those my niggas, but
we fuck with them. Like I can show you that I'm nothing like them. I have nothing to lose.
But jokes aside, like literally, it's just it's just basically finding the balance between like actually being ourselves and actually trying to be with the times, because it's mad hard to like be yourself and be 100% transparent and also be with the times unless you evolve. And I feel like we've evolved enough throughout understanding how the show works, like talking over each other, like understanding that like when it comes to topics we can't stay on the shit for too long, maybe do this and that, like little things, you get what I'm saying? So like we've improved throughout the time, and I feel like all the things that I've had a problem with are gone now, basically. So
like we found like the audience and people we speak to. So it's like
nigga, we don't care about the fucking numbers and shit. When they come, thank you. If they come and shit,
we don't even watch that shit.
We don't give a fuck about none of that. None of that shit matters, because at the end of the day, there's niggas with hundreds of thousands of views and 99,000 of them are robots. So I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I see niggas retweeting and commenting on my shit on the gram.
Niggas fucking
I'm happy.
Niggas,
yo, be like 6 niggas, but
niggas be liking my shit. I be getting like 7.
You know, I get where it's like one person, then it's like 6 people.
Oh yeah, that ass. I be getting like 70 likes on a video, nigga. One person comment a paragraph, and I'm like, motherfucker, these niggas love us. Yo.
And it be from like my people, so I just be like, that's what's up. My people is fucking with it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so let's reverse it. What about you guys? When you guys, I know you guys have your audio project. You guys also, you have your show. You have your what was you guys' initial problems getting into like the shit? What do you guys see from the outside? Like I know there was probably you guys. Sometimes people don't like talking about haters. There's usually haters and shit. There's usually little things that you peep and shit. Like, do you care about that? If not, like, what was, like, the issues y'all got into? Like, what was the problems that y'all got into?
There was... All right, so as far as the audio project, because it's Hello White People audio project on Apple and SoundCloud.
Audio project on Apple and SoundCloud.
Hello White People.
I will be on it soon when they let me know.
Yes. When we get through all our other guests.
Exactly. Which is probably
1 month.
Probably 2020. You feel me?
We do this once a month. It's audio. It's Hello White People on Apple Podcasts and SoundCloud. There has been only one issue, and that was finding a co-host. Because when I brought the idea to Julius, and I was like, "Yo, this would be a great thing to do," and here is the outline to it. He'd be like, "Yeah, that's great, but I kind of don't want to do it with you. I want it to be your thing." And I'm like, yo, I don't know if I could find anybody that's willing to talk about shit that white people do. And I was right. Nobody wanted to do it.
You should have called me.
Should have called us, man. You would have pulled up and shitted on white people, man. At all times.
I like white people, but I don't like white people.
I like shitting on them.
So
I also like talking about them.
Eventually,
I held the door for one today. It was cool.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Now, funny enough, I was looking at it. I was like, he didn't see it as a white person. He saw it as a white human. I mean, as a human being
that was holding some shit. I was like, come on, man, get in this door.
Come on,
you mad and lucky to be a part of your people, man.
Human woman.
So after that, I actually got Julius convinced him enough. Like, yo, listen, I can't find any. I don't know how to host by myself. Yeah. How am I going to host by myself? So I finally convinced him to co-host with me. And once we started, because our friendship is genuine,
that's a fact.
We're able to bounce back and forth in between each other when we talk about the topics. And it's entertainment at the expense of white actions. And sometimes... I play the dark side, he plays the light side, he played the dark side, I play the light side. Sometimes I'll be talking about the bullshit white people do. Sometimes I big up white people for some of the shit they do. Because as a white person...
you hear this.
Did you just say as a white person?
No, let me get
You see my face? I was looking at this nigga like, I thought he was going to pull the mask off. That's how I was looking doing that. I'm like, wait a minute, motherfucker. Turn the fucking shit off, nigga. This is a setup. Where the camera's at? Is this camera on? Nah, but yeah,
Keep this camera rolling.
I'm not gonna lie. Well, I am actually part white. I'm part German. So, as a white person,
I think we're all part white.
We might all be part white.
Yo,
based off of history, brother.
This nigga Julius is from so deep in South Carolina that he probably is not part white.
He's probably not part white. He's probably fully black.
I know.
My brother.
I'm mad this nigga just started.
Oh my god.
Don't talk to people. We're gonna talk about that later.
Right. Yeah. So, where was I? Yeah. So, as if you think about it, things like from a white person's perspective, shit be lit.
Yeah,
for the white advantage they got. Like,
it'd be lit for them.
Yo, as far as like white history,
White
interactions with police, like. Yo,
the way they could throw away money, son, like so easily.
Like,
the way they could just get away with crimes.
Yeah,
like
shit
is
like
crazy.
We don't like it because of what happened to us is trash. But yo, imagine being white and imagine being white and you see a bad shit happen.
Yo, have you ever seen? This is a random question. Have you ever seen them bring in a black mass murderer?
Not yet.
No, wait, one.
Like bring in
DC
sniper. Nah, not really. He wasn't really mad. He wasn't popping as a murderer.
As a mass murderer.
Yeah, he wasn't popping as a murderer.
Oh wait, no, that
like
that
just
was
bring
only
him
one.
in for like trial and shit.
Oh no.
I mean,
like that.
they're there. I had this argument.
Just that
I had this argument on the timeline a couple months ago with somebody. They was trying to say that mad black mass murderers are like serial killers,
very small.
and I was just like, nah, you're bugging.
Very small.
The
most serial killers are white.
It's probably like
most of them,
five to 10 of them. And the crazy thing is that them niggas are all have like most of them niggas have been apprehended, and like I said, they've been apprehended. They didn't die. They're in prison. Like shit weird.
Yeah.
Shit weird. You don't kill niggas like that, but you kill.
Right, that's what because what I was going with is like it wasn't funny, but like you remember how they did Chris Dorner? Like there was like them niggas said we not capturing this. Those cameras shut off all yours.
Yo, nah, they was like this nigga wrote an essay. Incendiary grenade. They was fucking wildin', son. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yo, son.
This is crazy because that was I remember that happened, and the black people stayed. Somebody interviewed the black person. The black person, shit, they ain't after me. He said, he ain't after me. I'm good.
That's a fact, though.
Let's
be real.
But usually, black serial killers is like. It's always a bad look because they be killing like
women and babies,
black people. Yeah. They usually kill black people.
Most of the black serial killers I've read about, them niggas was killing prostitutes.
Did y'all ever hear about Eldridge Cleaver?
Who the hell was that?
From the Black Panthers?
I've heard of his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about him?
Now that's out.
Have you ever read? Y'all haven't. So that means I haven't read.
So they talking about how he was wilding.
Yeah,
is he the guy who was wilding in the Black
He
Panthers?
was like raping
black women.
Oh yeah,
that came out recently.
Yeah, I think you.
It didn't come out. It was
no.
in the book.
You tweeted about it.
Yeah, it was in his book.
No, I'm only saying it came out recently because I remember seeing it on a timeline.
But wait, do you understand that this was a bestseller back then?
Wait, what?
Like the book itself was like a piece of like everybody wanted this piece of literature. It was the most sought after piece of literature. And I'm reading this book like this guy's a sick fuck.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
A sick fuck, son.
Yo, that's crazy. How it was a bestseller,
right? But he was talking about like how he was in jail and how he was practicing on black women to rape white women.
Yeah, that shit was weird. I read that passage. Yeah. That shit was mad weird.
I think I showed you the passages.
Yeah, I read that shit. That shit was
weird. It's fucking creeped me the fuck out.
Yeah, that was.
Ain't that crazy how times just changed? Like that was a piece of like honorary.
Yeah, that's like
that's so weird.
I was just like.
We talked about old niggas and how their ways is just rapey and weird. Like we talked about like how when you speak to old niggas and they talk about game, it's like nigga, that's rape. That's not game. That's not game. That's like, hey, if you should get a little drunk, and you be like, nigga, no. What are you laughing about? No, this is not funny. No, nigga, she get drunk, we send her home.
So like, what you do is when you drive her home drunk, you don't let her drive.
Nigga,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, what do you mean by that? What is that supposed to mean?
40-year-old version.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, what the fuck? Did
Oh, because you was in the movie.
Oh, yeah, Romney Malco. Shout out Romney Malco, y'all.
Good one. Good segue.
You brought that one on yourself.
Oh man, what's another topic?
Yo, Zoe was getting
yeah.
robbed by his dad's partner.
So here's the
BBB.
story.
Oh, yeah,
Basically, there's a guy who has 14% stake or 16% stake in the Big Baller Brand Company,
And this is a really good stake.
and
Not
he
like,
is like basically a friend of the family, air quotes. And he's basically he stole $1.5 million from Lonzo Ball because basically they were trying to do taxes and they couldn't account for that money. And he's the person who is in control of all that bread. Lonzo Ball has
missing from his personal and business
accounts.
So
Lonzo Ball has cut ties with Triple B's, basically. LaMelo and Jello has also like kind of basically showed verbal like, yo, we support you, Lonzo, you got us out. So basically they're off that shit too. So and LeVar basically hired this guy where I think was it 7 or 4 years prior where
Might
he
have been
did
6.
it was like 6
years?
somewhere between
He was definitely on
4
the show.
somewhere between
Yeah.
somewhere between 4 to 7 years before he got the job. He did jail time for fraud, basically. Money laundering, basically. So
For the people out there that don't know what money laundering is, that's when you take illegal money and then
You wash it
you
up.
fake like you made it somewhere legal.
that's a fact. Now niggas need to watch Ozark.
Fuck with the numbers, and that is what you call money laundering. Most of them niggas get caught because
That's a fact. It's
Uncle
crazy.
Sam don't fuck around with
It's crazy.
bread like
Not with
that.
the bread.
Not the
That's
millions.
that
Not
nigga
the
don't
bread.
fuck around.
Not the millions.
Not the bread that
That's
they don't
one
got
nigga
that they
don't fuck
print.
around.
That they do got.
1 second for the idiots out there that don't understand why you do that is because you can't sell whatever you're selling illegally. Have $10,000 to $20,000 and just drop it in the bank when you work at Wendy's. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's not.
Yeah.
That's why
That is
you
exactly
money
it.
launder through a legitimate business
Yeah.
so that it looks legal and
Let's-
you can
let's-
put that money in your bank or wherever you want to put it legally.
Basically, we're gonna continue teaching you guys how to commit crimes properly. You rob a bank.
But don't do it.
You rob a bank. You don't go buy a car right after. You rob a bank.
much.
You
Sit.
clean your money.
Well, when you
The
rob a bank, you
people-
don't gotta clean the money. You just gotta sit.
You just got to chill.
You gotta sit
That's
and
not
wait.
According to how much
Robbing a
money
bank,
you're
is-
robbed.
That's not the. That's that. You don't gotta clean stolen money. You gotta clean.
Yeah, that's true.
Illicitly made
Illicitly,
money.
yeah, crazy
So
money,
it's
okay.
like y'all niggas seen Power.
Yeah.
James St. Patrick sells drugs.
Buy a laundromat.
The fucking laundromat.
Start the
and
Queen Center project.
is how he
Queen's
got
Child Project,
the clean
nigga.
bread to do all that.
Start the Queen's
you
Child
know,
Project,
That's money
nigga.
laundering, and that's what the nigga went to jail for.
R.P. Raina.
And then he gets hired by LeVar to
Yeah.
deal. I don't
To
even know
deal-
what was his
to-
position.
He was the money guy.
He's the partner.
He's partner.
Manager.
Whoa, conspiracy. Did we just hit a conspiracy? Whoa. Let's not do this conspiracy, though. I fuck with LeVar Ball. I'm going to talk about the other conspiracy, though.
I totally know why they did what they did.
What?
All right. Son is probably about to go back to jail.
That's a fact, probably, yeah.
Because partner means his money helped start Big Baller
Big
Brand.
Baller Brand.
So guess what? So LeVar and them, so the Ball family don't got to give up no money to the government. We just going to dissolve this and leave you by yourself.
That's some good stuff.
Here's a
The
double
ball
conspiracy.
has not lost yet.
Here's the double conspiracy that I brought up earlier. And now, with them retracting from all of this shit, not only does that technically open up LaMelo's eligibility, if that's still possible, from somehow, because now he doesn't have his own signature sneaker and shit. That also gives them a chance for Triple B's to work with multiple sneaker companies and make extra money collaboration wise.
I don't think they'll do that though.
You don't think so?
I don't know. They're too connected. Like
When I say collaborations, I don't
brother-wise.
mean like fucking we're gonna give away rights and shit.
No. But I don't think they'll go other places. I think.
Oh, they're gonna stay
if
together.
Zoe
Yeah,
goes
that's a
to
fact.
Nike.
They're all Nike in.
That nigga, that's just a ball deal.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And Nike gonna open that bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are.
I think they're gonna open that bag. They've seen
what happened when it's them by themselves.
Nike has to. Nike has to right now.
They got no choice.
They gotta
they gotta
up the ante. They gotta up the ante on.
Because everybody else catching up.
They're not really. It's not like they're catching up. Because I just had this conversation a couple days ago about James Harden. Like James Harden hasn't made back that $200 million that they gave him.
But
he hasn't made nowhere near it.
They might not be, but the gap was a lot closer than
it
used to be.
But the gap is not closer because of basketball, though. The gap is closer because of lifestyle.
Yeah.
And
right.
Adidas continues to not. I'm not saying they're not invested in lifestyle because they are, but they continue to try to make noise in basketball. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I understand because like nobody wants to get pushed off the block.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like the block ain't been yours in forever, nigga. Mm-hmm. Like you barely got this storefront open.
Facts.
Y'all niggas, you walk in the corner store and the bread is old, nigga. The cat can lay there. And but Nike has, with losing Steph, losing Harden, and his sneakers trash, Adidas puts out, that's a remix T-Mac. If y'all niggas know about the T-Macs from back then, James Harden has a T-Mac with like 2 more ad-libs. That's it. And them shits is bad. And the crazy thing is they actually got some good basketball sneakers. Dame Lillard wears good basketball sneakers. The shits that John Wall be rocking.
Derrick Rose used to have some tough shit.
Derrick Rose also another nigga they lost a lot of money on. We ain't gonna talk about it though because D Rose is D Rose. But legend. He ain't make back that $250 million plus that they gave him. He ain't make that back. Kyrie make his bread back. KD make his bread back. PG is the best selling Nike sneaker right now. Like PG has the best selling basketball sneaker. Makes his bread back. And Giannis shit about to come out in April.
Immediately.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna make his bread back. It's kind of crazy that Giannis got a sneaker before AD, but we ain't gonna talk about it again.
Nah, we gonna talk about AD not that good.
Damn, son, he's not. Why not?
Nah, he just injured.
Not that. It's
injury prone.
You can't put all that on a nigga that's not. He's not really built to go 82.
Injury prone.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's
not
too big,
built like
though.
that.
He's too big.
He's not that.
A lot of niggas can't carry around being 7 feet.
It's the same shit with Joel Embiid.
But why?
Like that nigga good, but they wait and
you gotta manage them.
Yeah,
you gotta manage them, and you can't manage a nigga that's doing everything by himself.
But look at what happened with DeMarcus when DeMarcus was wilding on the team with
DeMarcus.
He fucking died.
Other than the wear and tear from like a big man taking on that much support. My idea of why AD might get injured. He wasn't always tall. He wasn't always big.
He wasn't.
So his body moves like
a
as
point
if
guard,
he
but
was
he's still
shorter.
Yeah,
so all that shiftiness. That's why at least I feel, because remember when he had the back injuries, all that shiftiness, how you land on your knees.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like he lands. If you ever watch him, he lands very like
lanky and weird.
Yeah. And it's because I feel like he's not used to like the length out here.
Yeah.
If you were tall all your life, you're used to like you know how to stiffen up your arms and stiffen up your legs at certain points. When you're not used to that all that length because you grew that fast.
Yeah,
but that's just my theory.
I can literally see it.
I feel like that's part of it too.
I can see
you just can't put
on top of that.
But one player can't take a nigga nowhere.
Yeah,
I feel like you know what's a prime example of that. We watch it in March Madness every year. We watch teams that are powered by one superstar player on their team. Murray State, prime example right now. Ja Morant is the team. I'm pretty sure there's other good niggas on the team, but Ja Morant is the team. And look what happened to them. Yeah, they got smoked.
Yeah,
right after the nigga dropped a triple double. Yeah, he had to carry the team to their first dub. Then look at Duke. They got a 3-headed monster, and one of them could not be good on any night, RJ. But
it's a fact, RJ.
But they got 2 other niggas. You feel me? So it's like AD has he's had, what has he been in the league? 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years of just
Of Drew Holiday.
Nothing.
Yeah, you feel me?
Of Drew Holiday.
And Drew Holiday ain't even been with him the whole time though.
Yeah.
Like and Drew Holiday is great.
They're like
but
4 or 5 years.
Yo,
later, Drew
they
Holiday.
got son. No, let's talk about it
They
for
had Eric
real.
Gordon, they
No,
had Buddy
nigga, wait,
Hield.
hold
They had
on.
mad niggas.
Hold on. They should start, nigga, Etwan Moore was in a starting lineup with Anthony Davis.
He's
make
been in
bad-
the starting lineup
Yo, when
for a
you
while,
but you gotta
actually.
like and
Solomon Hill been in
see,
the
this is a
starting
bigger
lineup with this
discussion
nigga.
than people want to have.
Yeah,
because
it's crazy.
I talk about it all the time. In sports in general, right now, like we grew up when we were kids. We grew up in a time where the front offices of these teams, and I'm talking about in every sport, baseball, basketball, football, the front offices were better. There were more astute people at those positions.
Yeah.
Now there's niggas that's just the nigga just got the job because he got a name.
Magic.
Nigga,
Sorry.
the nigga just got the job because he
Palenka.
used to play Danny
The
Ferry.
Lakers.
You know,
Oh,
this is the follower count getting high.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then you get stupid decisions. Like a lot of people don't know the Pelicans are owned by the same person that owns the Saints. He bought the team because the NBA didn't want to own it anymore. He bought the team as a favor to David Stern.
That was before or after CP3?
That's when they were New
After.
Orleans, but that's when they were New Orleans Hornets.
Yeah, that's when they were the
New
Hornets.
Hornets.
And this ownership turned them to the Pelicans. And then when the owner of the Saints bought the Pelicans, he made the GM of the Saints the president of basketball operations for the Pelicans.
Wow, that's crazy.
Which would lead. This is why you get decisions like
Yeah,
they traded DeMarcus Cousins and a pick. I believe they traded what's son name that's on the Kings right now that's killing
Buddy.
Buddy Hield.
Buddy
Hield,
Hill,
that's his
aka AK. You know,
That nigga
but they
AK
traded AK and a pick for DeMarcus Cousins. Buddy Hill was
His
the
rookie
perfect
year.
player to
Yeah.
be beside AD, leading y'all to the future. Now y'all not even gonna have AD because you got a nigga that doesn't know basketball. He knows football.
Yo, let's be
As
real.
the head
That
of
team
basketball
had Meritage at a point. That team had Buddy Hill.
They did. They had a
That
lot of
team
good
had-
players.
No,
Meritage is
he's
on
the Bucks now.
Bucks, yes.
The Bucks are wilding. Anyway,
Yeah, the Bucks are wilding.
the Pelicans had Eric Gordon at a point. They had Tyreek Evans at a point.
Oh, shit, they
like
did?
they had like mad random people whose careers like would have sustained and would have been good pieces with Anthony Davis, but
they
they
got
always
Etwan
make
Moore.
those dickhead moves, and then they end up with like niggas like Solomon Hill and Etwan Moore in they starting lineup, and they end up with Jameer Nelson at 39. Like, you get what I'm saying? So
Jameer
it's
Nelson
like-
still
ask
playing?
y'all-
yeah,
I
he's
wanna
on
ask
Grizzlies. The whole
everybody,
thing.
What up?
What do y'all, when it comes to fandom, right? Are you a fan more of the teams that you like or the sports that those teams reside in?
The sports.
I like the sport more. That's why I could say that like shit on the Lakers and talk about Kobe's faults and shit. I
Yeah.
feel like I've realized
Yeah,
that about
definitely.
Very
myself.
sorry, run up on me.
I like the sports.
Are
Do you like the
like,
teams
Do you
more?
like the teams more?
The teams
or
or players?
Do you like the sports more?
Yeah, I
I
like
like
the
sports
teams more. I don't really even have a favorite team in the NBA right now. But I just like
You like the players in the team?
son, like just like a one player for every. I think there's a one player for every team that's like fucking phenomenal to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Even on like the
of course.
suckiest teams, like
Yeah,
I think so. So I'm just a fan right now of the sport.
I would say both, but I would say the sport more only because like I hate watching people underrate people based off of like their favoritism of team, like biases like
I
that.
see that so much,
That
and I
shit
just
is
be
crazy.
like, I can't really talk to y'all because you are a fan. Like you're a super fan. Like I can't have a objective conversation
That's a
with you
fact,
about anything
Yeah.
that pertains to that sport because you're gonna
fact.
go super fan.
You're
And
far
that-
left with your shit.
Yeah, like that should be crazy.
Like
Yeah,
okay,
For me, it's sport because I used to play, and I used to play dead ass serious. Like I
Yeah.
really wanted to play for real. So it's like I like definitely the sport more, and I'm a huge Knicks fan. But like I'm a rational Knicks fan. I'm not one of the
fact,
niggas
nah,
ass.
right.
Like-
What about you, Orlando?
I'm more sport also. As as far as like football, my only surefire team that I'm a fan of is the Colts. But other than that, it's more so.
Yeah, I was a Colts fan because of Colton.
Yeah.
I don't even.
But I'm more so a team because then I'll like cheer for a team one year, and it'll be because like I like one specific player.
Yeah.
But then like I'm also a person that doesn't like seeing the same team in the championships over and over. Yeah. So I'll just contrarian cheer for the other team because I like to see something different. As far as like the competitive
to make it competitive.
Sport, I want to see something different.
Definitely. Like I feel like when it comes to like a lot of the sports shit, like on Twitter, I had an argument recently with this kid about so they was talking about the gold medal when Bron, Melo, Kobe, all of them was on the same team. The championship game, Kobe hit like the last 3 shots.
Kobe was killing in that.
He hit the last 3 shots. Everyone was killing that game.
Kobe was killing throughout.
Kobe was wild throughout the whole stretch. But like that final game, he hit the last 3 shots, and then they gave Kobe the ball. He hit the last shot. They win, right? So some nigga,
I think that was Kobe's last Olympics, though.
That was his last Olympics, also. So he hits the last shot. They win, right? So basically, someone on the internet, like they get the quote from Kobe basically after the game saying, "I don't know why they ain't double team me." Mm-hmm. The nigga goes, "This is a stupid ass statement."
No, it's not.
Hold on. Like before,
I'm about to be real.
He goes, "This is a stupid ass statement." Kobe's the top narcissistic nigga ever. Now, I'm a Kobe fan. Yes, Kobe is the top narcissistic nigga ever. That's not a stupid fucking statement. So I'm asking him, like, how can you say that's a stupid statement if he hit the last 3 shots? Because Dwayne Wade had 27 points. Okay, so Dwayne Wade has 27 points, right? He did not shoot the last 3 shots. He did not make the last 3 shots. Would you rather let the nigga that hit the last 3 shots shoot, or let the nigga who hasn't been shooting, even though he has 27 points, the nigga who hasn't been, who would you rather let shoot?
A lot of niggas don't understand like momentum.
Let me draw the boat.
Like that.
Let me try the boat.
Let me try the boat.
You want to try the boat? Let me try the boat. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's also goes into that because he was really arguing with me, talking about like, oh, you're just a Kobe fan. I'm just like, you're saying this to me like I don't know that I'm a Kobe fan. 1, but 2, if we change this position to Steph Curry and KD, KD has 30. Steph Curry just hit the last 3 shots. I gotta guard Steph. Nigga, somebody come help me. This nigga just hit the last 3 shots. Like, yes, KD, he's most likely gonna hit the shot over you anyway. Mm-hmm. You might as well help me with Curry because his range is crazy. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'm trying to explain that to him, and then I see him just being like, oh, you just, and I'm just like, and that's why I hate that shit. Like, it's just like, that niggas don't like sports,
like,
man.
It's like, or like earlier, I seen niggas talking about coaching, and it was like, it was the J Kid talk about on the Lakers.
Oh my god!
And niggas was arguing that Luke Walton was a better coach than J Kidd, and I was just like, how?
Nah. And J Kidd not even that good of a coach.
He said J Kidd was 500. I was like, you're absolutely correct. J Kidd is 500. Mm-hmm. Luke Walton is below 500 though. Mm-hmm. So how could he be good? Better?
Yo, Jason Kidd is one of the best flopping coaches of all time.
Yo, remember when he made that nigga bump into him to drop the water? Was it Darren Williams?
Good strategy, man. That was a good strategy.
I do got one more serious topic.
Okay.
Before we done.
Oh, wait. Before you go, can I just hit one point?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a stretch for the theory. This goes back to the GMs. I feel like this shit starts with how people have an obsession with fake reality TV in the United States, and then it is now gotten into sports where they want like certain players and certain theatrics.
It's more glamorous
within
sports.
Within
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, right? Within their team.
No, I
so shit can sell. This is basically like James Dolan as an owner, like being a virus and spreading to other teams. They want basically, and you can tell by like they're more so for the theatrics,
of course,
than like as far as like how we love the sport, the love and the competitiveness.
I ain't gonna front though. I teared up when Melo came through the tunnel.
Yeah,
but
even then, around that time, bro, that was like the end of the period where I feel like front offices that ass cared.
Yeah,
towards that ending period where it was like
they was trash there. They was trash.
They was bad.
That was a bad trade.
But it was a bad trade. Melo ain't never had no teammates on Denver outside of.
No, but I'm not talking about the Knicks. I'm more talking about the rest of the league because that was around the time
I could win the West nice.
They were
one time Melo got suspended.
They were. I could win the West nice, but
niggas forget. Punched a nigga in the face.
But niggas forget. Kobe and them was
Kobe
in the West
smoked
night
them
service.
niggas, son.
And motherfucker, let's move.
But
on.
just real quick,
That one more time.
real quick, I wanted to touch on it. The New Zealand shit happened,
Yeah.
and we didn't get a chance to touch on it last episode, and you know, I'm Muslim, my dad's Muslim, my grandmother's Muslim, and we're all black Muslims, so it hit home for me. So that's why it was kind of tough to talk about it. You get what I'm saying? And the just hilarious shit happened, but I don't really want to talk about that and that
Yeah,
shit.
we don't gotta give that anybody.
I wanted to see where y'all were on like Islamophobia, like period, and like the black community.
I don't understand why y'all hate. Well, whoever's watching this, if you hate Muslims, why do you hate Muslims? It's none of your business. Praise who you want to praise. Love who you want to love. Like, it's so dumb. Like,
Yeah.
when you think about it, I don't like you because you don't worship somebody or something I don't worship. You know how dumb that
That's not
is?
even.
And you
Can
know
I
what's
say
crazy?
one
It's not
I
even
don't
about
like
that.
you
It's not even
because
about that.
we worship God differently.
I don't like
We
you.
worship the same nigga
Right?
differently.
I don't
And
like
you know what's- you
I
know
don't
what's even
like you
crazier
because you
sometimes?
practice religion a certain way.
And you know what's crazy?
I don't now. I really don't like
It doesn't
Son,
make
that don't make
sense.
sense to me.
The crazy part about that is like a lot of, and as much as I agree with you guys, a lot of the times that's not even the case. It's just the case that they don't know. Like they don't have enough information. Like they go off of whatever the media tells them. Like Islamophobia.
But you see,
came
that's
from
that's
the
low
media.
key. That's
It's
low
the
key an excuse
propaganda.
though. That's low key an excuse because I don't give a fuck if
It's
you
not
don't
an
know.
excuse. You know
No,
what I'm
no,
saying? It's
fuck
not an
if you
excuse
don't
because
know.
fuck those people. I agree
I
with
don't
you.
give a fuck
That
if you
was
don't know
before
because
that. That was before
motherfucker,
that.
you can read.
Yeah.
The motherfucking
Exactly,
saying
that's a
goes,
fact.
Son.
believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see.
Can I put a
But
So
one thing I
this.
will say is that
Fucking dumb to me,
Islamophobia is anti-blackness because like
It is.
like there's a lot of like Christianity is not the only religion that black people practice. Christianity is not one of the most important religions in the black community. You
Hold
get
on,
what I'm
before
saying?
you go,
There's-
Trey.
Like the crazy part,
Why isn't there Christianophobia?
Which
because
would make,
you know why?
I'm not
Because-
saying it would be right. It would make more sense
Because Christians basically killed all the people that had that fear. Let's be real. Like we went through the fucking Crusades and burnt and destroyed other religions and other people and their beliefs so that at the end of the day, if you attack Christianity, you're fucking wrong. That's how this
And
country is
that's how-
based
that's
off of.
how
From
it
the
is.
from the government to the fucking schools to fucking churches to fucking sports now. If anything where they feel like you're being blasphemous, nigga, they will blast you, and not even blasphemous on some Islam shit or some Muslim shit. You get what I'm saying? Like so, all that shit is just anti-black shit to me. Because at the end of the day, like for people to, and not to bring back the just hilarious shit, but for just the ignorance of people to think that Sikh and Muslim is like the same thing. Like you get what I'm saying? Like,
All right,
like
I gotta tell a funny story about that, right? So I commented on that, right? Y'all know I'm Muslim. Yeah. So I commented on that, like, yo, it's funny that she confused, you know what I'm saying, Muslim culture with Sikh culture and things of that nature. And somebody comments, religion, not culture, right? This is a black person. And what I've noticed too is when I start to talk about like Islam period, a black person will jump in and correct me, not knowing that I'm Muslim. You get what I'm saying? And then it becomes a very weird type of feeling because it's like, now I don't want to have to, you know what I'm saying? Like correct you on what it's like.
Now, no matter what response you give, it's gonna come off simple and as if you're being an asshole.
As if I'm being an asshole, and that's not what we believe in. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I think even black people have this blank spot. You know what I'm saying? As it pertains to not just Muslims, but just other religions.
Oh,
in
you
the
know,
black
because
community.
I will say-
because black people are dumb for Christianity.
but
Yeah.
even with the
Black
one thing I
people
will
don't
say,
have no problem with their pastor driving a Benz, but the school that their kid go to in that same neighborhood that the church in is perfectly shitty.
so
And they don't see how
like-
those two things like correlate.
I feel like when it comes to like shit like that, when it comes to like the black people that's like, oh, so and they try to correct you and they try to see shit, I feel like you're not the asshole. I feel like they're the asshole. Like, why do you have to hit somebody's credentials if they're literally asking an actual question? You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like with black people, the one thing that I don't appreciate that a lot of black people do, especially like the blue check Negroes and the more uppity, proper, religious black people, they do this thing where you show that you have knowledge and they're like, well, prove that you have knowledge. Prove that you know what you're talking about.
Right.
Well, actually, it's like this. And it's like, my nigga, at the end of the day, you're being more of the asshole because you're doing more hurt than you are helping the community. Because the one thing I will say is, yes, certain questions you can fucking Google. Like the just hilarious shit, like you can Google that. Like you don't have to tell us to, yo, teach me. No, nigga, Google that shit. But at the end of the day, certain questions, like when you pose a question like that, like what you pose, for somebody to be like, culture, this is not culture. Like it's like, yo, my nigga, at the end of the day,
like, do you like?
We're
like,
talking
wait,
about something mad serious right now.
We're talking about something
It's
mad
not.
serious, and do you like? Are you that dense to not understand that religions have cultures and there's
and they
cultures
can be
to
the
everything?
same thing. It's like
There's a religious culture. When you
Like,
go to
that's a
church,
thing.
there's a way you interact, there's a way you behave, there's a way you speak. That's
There's
the
church culture,
Literally, when you
nigga.
pray.
There is
In
church
different
culture.
religions.
There's literally
That's
church
the culture.
culture. People know what church culture is.
So
it's like,
so if they're wearing, you know what I'm saying, they have raps with not all men, depending on your denomination within Islam, you don't have
It's
to
just-
wear the head wraps, and it's just
Yeah.
like, so again, it's culture for the raps, and as it pertains
that
to
proper-
rap,
the
rap
so why
is
was-
different, too.
The
It's
rap
that
is different.
it's that
you know what I'm saying?
propaganda
They have to
bullshit.
wear
That's
it.
what
They
it
might
is,
not
though.
have to wear it. That's whatever it is. Their culture is different. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is they're confusing the culture of the religion.
Nah, yeah.
No,
So for you
yeah.
to jump in and tell me what my religion is, and that I'm speaking wrongly on my religion, and you're not even part of my religion, is mad offensive. And black people do that so often. Like this, like, oh, you don't know about this because I know somebody who's Muslim. So, but you can't be Muslim. Like
That's that white acceptance shit that we do a lot of the times that like end up like a lot. We do it like not even only just from black people. Like men do it to women. Like I know how women are, so like that's how they should be. And women do it to men. Like I know niggas, so that's how all niggas are. Like we like it's that shit that we kind of got to cut off if we want to be taken seriously.
Right,
You get what I'm
right.
saying? Because at the end of the day, like. Not every black person is Christian. Not every black person is Muslim. Not every black person is straight. Not every black person is gay. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got to figure out where to meet each other, like in the middle. Like and that shit it's crazy to watch people see something tragic happen and that their first reaction is, these niggas is different, so we probably should feel them. Like we probably should treat them that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, these niggas is mad different. Like I watched the news and they told me that they be blowing people up. So like it's all of that propaganda bullshit. That's like, my nigga, if you just Google, like I very much remember being young, finding out about the war on terrorism, and thanking God that we was around the time where we at least had dial-up and AOL and shit, where I could go online and finding out like, oh shit, wait a minute, war in Iraq, we looking for oil. Wait a minute. we over there blowing people up innocently. Like, wait a minute, these is places without even armies that we over there gunning them down and dropping shit on niggas. So it's just like, at the end of the day, like, nigga, my nigga, who's really the villain? Yeah. Like, who's really the villain? Like, and y'all not even really looking to see who's really the villain.
Because everybody wants to be snarky and assholes.
Exactly, and people really don't think. Yo, you have to realize that it's so fortunate, but the masses are sheep.
Yeah.
And they're just waiting for the next content to lead them. So for them to sit there and just like accept it without even like thinking deeply into it and being like, this don't sound too right. Like if you think as a leader or like have somebody like thinks outside the box, the shit that they put on the news, you can obviously go and say like, that shit
And
don't
if you,
sound too much.
but the thing is, it's like history. When you learn history, right? All of these wars are tied to each other.
That's
yeah, it trickles down. The war on terrorism tied to so much.
The
shit.
war on terrorism is tied to fucking, what do you call it? Arab Spring, and Arab Spring is tied to Libya being all of this this is all tied together. So watching the news and you're like, oh, they're fighting in Syria now. Oh, they've made it that far.
But y'all gotta remember, like the people that really watch the news are like the stupid people.
That's a fact.
Because like they think because these people like
something's on the news.
They think because people are smart that they won't lie to them. Like that's how the stupid in those states, those middle of the country states where niggas go to fucking.
Let me put an asterisk on what you said.
What do the presidential candidates do? They going around, they just like
campaign.
Campaigning, that's the word.
Yo, let me put an asterisk on what you said. It's not because they think people are smart. It's because these niggas can read. That's really what it is. Like they watching, they be like, oh, these niggas can read good?
When you can't read and somebody can read, you think they're smart.
That's a fact.
So they think people are smart, so they won't lie to them. And it's just like, no, nigga. I'm smart, so I will lie to you, dumbass. Like,
Exactly.
that's how it works. And when you're dumb, you can't never get that. Like, those two things don't never line up.
Yeah, facts.
And most of the country reads below 4th grade level.
Yeah, most of the country.
It's also pretty wild that these same people that like would be like, yeah, I'm scared of Muslims. I'm scared of like
Muslims
with turbans and like I'm scared of like all that shit.
Obama-
Those are the same people.
Obama was
Hold on. Those are the same people that watch the news and see like white people killing mad people
But you know,
all the time.
but
They'll see a white person and be like, oh hey.
Like they don't like. I just don't get the Islamophobia.
But even because I was gonna go
It
back
don't
there
make sense.
but there's even like, and it's so many issues because even in Islam there's problems. You get what I'm saying? Like as a black Muslim, there's times where I go to people that's in traditional Muslim garb and I look how I look and I'll say my
Yeah, they're
salam,
pretty judgy
and they
also.
won't answer. You
They're
get what I'm
pretty
saying?
judgy.
No, but I think that's
So
It's
it's not even
it's all cultures,
religion.
of course.
Yeah, all religion.
But we know we just gotta speak on it. Also,
Like, I'm just speaking on it because that's
It happens.
also
It happens.
that's also an issue.
We know the churchy Christians.
That's a fact.
I say if I told a churchy Christian I was a Christian, but I don't go to church, they'll be like, so how are you a Christian?
Right.
That's a fact. I personally,
because I said I was dickhead.
I personally have mad people that I like personally love that are Muslim and like they are the type of Muslim people that they dress like us. They don't wear the wraps. They don't like they do salat and they pray and they do all that different stuff. But like at the end of the day, it's like when they go around their family that's actually wearing the traditional garb and stuff, like they treat them different. You know what I'm saying? I hear them talk about people treating them. If I hear people talk about they treat them crazy and then they realize they're Muslim and they're like, oh, we
the shit that I don't really understand about
you get what I'm saying? And all that shit, we got to stop it on both sides. You get what I'm saying? But it's more. I will say it's more rampant on our side only because of media, the news, the propaganda that's spreading.
I just wanted to add that in there and speak to that because I've known like a lot of black Muslims that I've met have asked me to speak on that. You know
same.
Saying salam because it's been for me as a new Muslim and saying salam to people and them not returning it was
crazy.
Weird.
It's crazy because you think
weird.
like
you know what I'm saying?
Like you're part of the same type of brotherhood, sister, family. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a belief. And the thing about Islam that I appreciate a lot, like as a person that I have no denomination, like I'm not part of any religion, but I'm leaning more towards that because like I feel like they're more accepting of people than a lot of like the other religions. And when you see things like that, it's just like, damn, y'all, it's here too.
Yeah, right. And that's the part. That's the part that I didn't see until after.
I don't understand Islamophobia to the point where Christianity has probably killed more people in the world than anything.
It has. It literally has. It's like,
what do you think?
It's history. It's a fact.
America's doing it right now. We operate under Christianity.
I was gonna say because some religions are older than others. Even if you took it as a year by year basis, Christianity is still winning.
The crazy is
and we the top of the world.
The wild thing about Christianity is it's pretty young.
Yeah.
So it's like
and that's the other thing.
it's like a child murderer.
Yeah. Imagine you being
Yo, this is gonna sound crazy, but Christianity pulled up like the Warriors, man. Like when the Warriors just started wilding, like they was like, yeah, we taking over everything.
Christianity
like, it's just
is
us.
really like
No, it might be the Bulls.
like super gentrification.
Yeah,
Like that shit. Like somebody came up with that shit in their basement, and they was like, "Yeah, we about to take this shit everywhere."
Yeah, nigga, this shit fire.
He was like, we finna have a city of gold, fam.
Just went across the world.
Look, he was like, vision me. We gonna have a whole city. It's gonna be the capital. It's gonna be of gold, nigga.
Check me out,
Jesus, gold. Guess what? Everything we got, gold, nigga.
Check me out. Moses, Red Sea, we gonna part that. That's
Guess what? Jesus' mom, no father. She wasn't no hoe.
No, God fucked her in her dream. I'm telling you, we about to fuck.
Cause we don't fuck with no horror bitches. You know they was country niggas. You know they was country as fuck.
You gotta really think when you really sit there and think about Christianity, bro. Like you really gotta think about that shit. Like you really sit there. Like there was a nigga sitting under a tree one day watching a carpenter.
Rufus, bring your ass in here.
That
got a fucking idea.
He was like, I'm gonna write a fire story about this nigga. Watch.
Yo, but you know what the funny thing is? Because these niggas, what's it do with Meech? skinny nigga with the blonde hair that be making the little skits,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
His
sketches are mad funny about that shit.
But he had Mary in Joseph's skit, right? When he came through like, yo, Mary pregnant, dog. Right. And they're like, yo, you know, you funny. He was like, oh, nah. Oh, no. He was like, yo, so you beat my nigga. He was like, nah, we didn't even have sex though. And they was like, that's not your bitch, my nigga. And then she came through with my belly.
And you know why? You know why that's funny? That's how the Bible writes it.
But
they literally wrote it like that.
If y'all niggas really know what's so funny, like there's an exact story in Greek mythology about Zeus.
No, it's
doing that to like almost everybody. Like,
as a god coming down fucking bitches.
He fucked
Here's Zeus' story that Zeus actually had the power to transform
y'all believe the Bible?
into different animals and people. Yeah. And what he would do is he would fly into a bitch room as an eagle and then fuck her in the nighttime and then fly out, nigga, and leave her with a kid, nigga.
Alright, so
I would do the same.
Alright, so now we know God ain't know shit about consent.
Yo, wow. No, the Bible really didn't know nothing about consent. The Bible was crazy, man. It wasn't for this time.
No, wait. Funny enough,
The Bible's like, bitches, rights. Don't eat that fucking apple.
Right? Funny enough, Andrew Schultz had a joke about this when he was saying.
Oh yes, that shit was funny.
He was like, you come around now, get a girl pregnant, and she didn't give you permission, right? He was like, yo, right now that'd be fucked up. But BC.
Oh my God.
There was a woman got pregnant, she ain't asked consent, and what do we call him? God. I was like, yo, when you think about it.
Nah.
I tell you.
That's fucked
I'm about to get real technical because I know the Bible enough. The angel Gabriel came to Mary in her sleep the night before. Was like, yo, you finna have God baby. And she was like, for real? He was like, nah, for real. God told me you finna have a baby. You with it? And she was like, yeah, I'm down. I promote to God. And he was like, bet. And then he touched her in the dream.
Oh, I bet he
touched her.
She consented in her dream. I don't know. But according to the law, I don't think that is okay in the court of law. But
never know. Alright, so let's get into some final hate real quick.
That's a fact.
Something that you can't stand.
Oh shit! Fuck.
Or something that's been on your heart that you've been wanting to vent about.
Oh, great! Yeah.
Make it short though. We gotta keep it short.
All right, no problem. This is the one actual reason why I actually became a creative myself, because I hate everybody with their unoriginal content that they have out.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
Yes.
You said everybody.
Yeah.
Is that us?
Anyone with unoriginal content, and that's going as far as I'm starting something. I'm just gonna talk because I feel like I have something to talk about.
I like that.
You don't have anything to talk about. You don't have a theme. Your content is trash. You're trash. You're not a good personality, and you're not entertaining.
Drew.
I fucking hate people that think you owe them time. I hate people that think you're the only person in the world that don't got friends and they need you. I hate you motherfuckers. And
They arrested this nigga?
I hope you kneel on rice. I hope you accidentally kneel on rice. You hate you motherfuckers. I hate you motherfuckers.
Niggas said kneel on rice. That shit hurt.
Rice.
I hope you motherfuckers learn to handle some problems your own. Yo.
Bitch ass.
Not on your own. Yo.
You got real country on them. That's some country shit.
That's a
Kneeling
fact.
on rice.
My shit gonna be like sideways serious because y'all know the video, old lady getting kicked on a train and shit.
Fuck that mother. Sorry.
They fucking caught this piece of shit bastard.
Yeah.
36-year-old Mark Gomez from fucking, I think he's from Yonkers.
Yeah,
He's from Yonkers.
he's from probably. I think he is from Yonkers.
Yes, I think it say he from Yonkers.
Yeah, he from the Bronx.
Yo, listen, man,
From
the
the
Bronx,
Bronx,
Yonkers, whatever. Like, yo, kill that nigga. You ain't hearing from me.
Allegedly.
But wherever he at, make sure y'all do what y'all gotta do to him. That nigga kicked a 76-year-old woman in the head. And then he said she threatened him. Nigga, what she was gonna do to you? She barely could defend herself from the fucking kicks. You fucking pussy. I can't wait, man. I can't wait till I hear that nigga got raped in jail. That's
Hopefully
it.
they murk him.
Oh, I want to say something. We're not gonna give that one to upstate New York.
What you mean?
Yonkers is part of the Bronx, upstate New York.
That's upstate, man.
That's upstate. Yeah. I mean, nah, man. We be separated upstate.
Yonkers is like 3 blocks from Dykeman.
That's the Bronx.
It's still upstate.
He's from upstate. Yonkers is from
He's
the
from
Bronx.
upstate?
No. I'm saying that he's officially from upstate now.
Oh,
Yonkers
yeah,
is in
yeah.
the Bronx.
Yeah,
He's from upstate.
You got to get that to.
Well, yeah. Oh, he gonna be
You gotta
from
give
upstate.
him upstate.
He gonna be from
Oh, yeah,
upstate.
he gonna
alright.
be upstate for
He gonna
real.
be from upstate.
Oh, okay, all right. Bet.
Clinton Correctional Facility. He'll be there soon.
Yeah.
Rape him.
Yeah, my final hate is selfish people that try to work Jedi mind tricks on you. And they call you selfish.
Yeah,
for
that
having
shit.
to be selfish with yourself.
That's
You get what I'm saying? Because
shit
like
sucks.
you ever have to say, all right, I'm gonna have to do all of this, so I'm gonna have to save this time for myself. And a motherfucker asks for that one favor in that time for yourself, and you're like, I can't do it. And now they got an issue.
Now they tight.
Mind you just did all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Those motherfuckers have some fucking consideration for people, man.
Fucking pussies.
My final hate is for LeBron James, Pelinka, Magic Johnson, the training staff,
Holy shit. Not the one.
LeBron sexuals, the stupid Laker fans. Just a lot of us that it's a very small amount of Laker fans that are not fucking idiots, and a lot of you guys are fucking idiots, and the LeBron fans are especially fucking idiots. Magic Johnson's a fucking idiot. Pelinka's definitely a fucking idiot. Like, we just make a lot of idiot fucking dickhead stupid fucking decisions. Trade LeBron, trade Magic, trade Pelinka, trade Luke Walton. Hire us. Hire us to work for the Lakers.
Trade everybody.
Trade fucking everybody but Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma, and JaVale McGee. Because JaVale McGee had 30 and 22 the other day, and they not building around him. That's just
what I'm
crazy.
talking
But
Tell them where to find you.
Where to find you?
Tell them where to find you.
No, just where to find you on
Y'all
that,
gonna
bro.
hate this. All right. On Instagram, you can find me at Black12006, BLACKONE2006. On
This
Twitter,
nigga got an AOL
Yo, I was
screen.
about to say, I fucks with you because you literally have your AIM name still.
Yo,
Stay true,
And that shit is
Black
crazy.
Stay true.
Black 2006.
That shit
You was
was
wearing
nasty,
fitteds back then,
son.
nigga. I know you was.
That shit
Not
was
letting it
nasty.
go, baby.
That's hilarious.
Yo, here's my thing, yo. If I get over 1,500 followers, I'll unify my whole shit. But that's my Instagram. On Twitter, you can follow me at Smooth and Chill, SMOOTH, the letter NCHILLED. For fitness, you can follow me on Instagram at 5-Star Gains, FIVEST.
I'm one of those mad different username niggas. You feel me?
Yo, go. Oh, for hello white people content, you can go on Instagram and follow hello_white people.
Alright.
Yeah, Jules.
Funny Julius everywhere. Don't add me on Facebook because that's not where we're supposed to be friends at.
That's a fucking fact.
I will block you if you try to.
That's
add me.
family shit.
Yo, where's my mom?
Don't fucking follow any of us
Look
on
for
Facebook.
me on Facebook.
That's a fucking
If you
fact.
find me on Facebook, that's word to my mother. Stay a fucking way. Facebook is personal.
That's some family
That
shit.
is
Don't
for
fucking
people
follow
who know
me.
my government name. Stay away from me.
That's
Fact.
a fucking fact.
Alright, y'all. Hey, Chant, we out of
Hey,
here.
Jen, we out.
Yo, man, I see you out there behaving too.
Yeah.
I see you, bro. I see you behaving. I see you doing what you're supposed to do. Do it.
Goodbye, haters.